Hello, I'm Jessica Amir for the Finance News Network. Joining me over the phone for an update on its Granville Tin Project is Aus Tin Mining CEO Peter Williams. Peter, welcome back.
Thank you, Jessica.
Now, for those not familiar with Aus Tin Mining, could you please just give us a quick introduction to the company?
Sure, look, I'd be pleased to. Aus Tin Mining is one of two ASX-listed tin producers. We're operating the Granville Tin Project on the west coast of Tasmania, and we're developing the Taronga Tin Project in northern New South Wales. We also hold some very prospective exploration ground in northern New South Wales for tin and Queensland for cobalt.
Thanks, Peter. So now, Aus Tin Mining recently announced the approval for the Granville expansion. Could you take us through what that entails?
Sure. The Granville expansion was approved by the West Coast Council on the 20th of June. It was after about an 18-month application period that included some pretty extensive consultation with the Council, also EPA, Tasmania and other regulatory bodies. The approval will enable us to resume mining at the high-grade tin Granville East mine, which is located north of Zeehan. The open cut was previously operated on a small scale by some private operators, but most recently has been on care and maintenance. So there's an existing pit there. It's about 20 metres deep, and there's an exposed magnetite cassiterite skarn, which dips into the floor of the pit and also into the southern wall. In 2015, as part of our due diligence, we completed a number of drill holes that confirmed the mine's high-grade tin, our best result being 7 metres at 2.65% tin from 4 metres below the current floor. Now, our plan with the Granville expansion is to undertake a cutback on the eastern wall and mine the mineralised skarn a further 20 metres below the base of the current pit. And in conjunction, we'll remove an amount of waste material which will go to a new waste rock emplacement. The cutback provides not only an efficient means of extracting the skarn, but also will allow for further expansion should exploration prove up an extension of the mineralisation. The approval also allows us to importantly increase the production rate from about 2,500 tonnes per annum of ore processed to 40,000 tonnes, so a very significant increase. And our objective is to increase production to the equivalent of 550 tonnes of contained tin in concentrate or recovered tin.
And what are Aus Tin's expectations for the Granville expansion?
I guess our expectations are an annualised production rate of 550 tonnes of recovered tin, which at about $15,500 per tonne operating costs should generate a margin of around $10,000 per tonne of recovered tin. Now, the cash flow from Granville is going to be deployed not only to assessing the potential to extend the life of mine at Granville, but also importantly to fund our projects at Taronga and Mount Cobalt. The expansion is also going to provide us with invaluable operating experience for our larger Taronga Tin Project, and certainly we've already identified a number of changes as part of the Granville process that we're incorporating into our future Taronga Tin Project.
Sounds good. So Aus Tin provided a recent update on the operational performance of the Granville Tin Project. Would you mind just summarising that for us?
Look, I'd be pleased to, and I believe for a project that's been operating for just under 4 months, the team at site have achieved some terrific progress. We reported in March that we'd commenced commissioning the new plant to treat crushed ore, but we had experienced some challenges with the recovery of tin across the primary jig. And that meant that we also had the problem of not being able to commission other sections of the plant. With the assistance of some industry experts, we've improved the tin recovery quite dramatically, and we're now certainly achieving consistently over 70% tin recovery on the primary jig. And that's allowed us to start commissioning of the other equipment. As part of that, we've then also identified some further opportunities for increasing tin recovery, and we're currently implementing those changes.
Peter Williams, thanks so much for the update.
Thanks, Jessica.